Hey, it's Greg Luther back at you again with today's morning meeting. I'm the one guy that meets with you every single day to help you in growing your business. And my hope is that you're seeing this every day. You've actually followed the page here and you've turned on notifications so you know when we're giving you more information. So as a real estate agent, a lot of times, obviously, all we're focused on is how do we close enough business? How do we help enough families? How do we make sure we're earning the type of income we're looking for? But a lot of times what I've done with our coaching members is start focusing on tracking something different. I don't want you to track your income. I don't want you to look at how much I made this month or how much I made this quarter. The best way for you to fix that number is to track the actions that you're taking. So as an example, when we get into heavy accountability with real estate agents, first thing we do is look at, okay, which of our systems inside Inner Circle Coaching, which ones are you going to use? Do you think you can make money if you use the FSBO program and you use it aggressively? Do you think you can make money if you use the expired program and you use it aggressively? What about if we start using the attorney referrals where you have divorce attorneys, family law, probate attorneys, where you have them referring clients to you every month? Do you think you're going to utilize that? Are you advertising the perfect home finder where you can get access to unlisted and pre-market homes for these buyers and sellers because they're actively looking for something they can't find on their own while doing a search on the internet? Can you do that aggressively? Are you marketing any niches? Are you working luxury, condos, move-up buyers, waterfront, acreage, equestrian properties, 55 and older condo? There's a million different options available for you. Which ones are you going to use? And then what I want you to do is track those actual results, the actions that you're taking to spur some sort of business for yourself. So as an example, it's for sale by owners. There's a bunch of them in your area and new ones come up every single week, which means this pond never gets fished out. There's always going to be new ones that pop up and a consistent number of them. So my question is not how many there are, not how many you've called, not how many are getting a postcard from you. How many are you actually meeting with every single week? Because I can promise you, if we can track that number and increase that number, you're going to make more money. Well, what about attorneys? How many new attorneys are you meeting with every single week? Are you meeting them face-to-face, or a lot of them are doing Zoom now? We're doing tons of Zoom meetings with local attorneys. So are you doing those things now? And how many are you doing every month or every week? If you track your actions, the results kind of come from increasing those actions. The more you do, the more you get, right? So it's almost like, if you're keeping track of how many sit-ups you're doing, the more you do, the better your results are going to be. Well, the same is true with all of these activities. If we can keep track of how many FSBOs, how many expireds, how many divorce attorneys, how many luxury campaigns we're putting out, how many videos you do on Facebook, how many ads you're running, anything that you do more of, it's going to create more response. But what happens is a lot of times we get to where we're learning this stuff and we're so busy doing all the busy work, we never actually implement the things that we should be implementing. So throughout this week and beyond, I want you to really focus in on how are you going to, or what are you going to track? And then can you do that on a daily basis? So when you get to Friday, when you get to the end of the day on Friday, you can look back and say, how did I compare my own actions? Instead of blaming the market, blaming the interest rates, blaming the feds, blaming the politicians, maybe you can blame yourself based on it is what it is. We've got what we've got here today. I got to make something out of this. Let me get really focused on my marketing. This is a good way to do it. And I think you're going to find it will make a massive difference for your business if you just track it. You can look at last Friday's and then you can track this Friday's. And really, it doesn't matter what you track. I've always said, if you keep track of anything, it's going to help. As an example, if you were dieting, count anything and you will lose weight. Well, I'm going on the low carb thing. Okay, count your carbs. Well, I'm going on the low fat okay, count your fat. Well, I'm doing a low calorie. Okay, count the calories. You can count spoons into your mouth. If you fix that number, you fix the problem. Does that make sense? You get better results. So it doesn't matter what you count. If you count anything which is measured can be improved upon. So you want to remember that when it comes to your real estate business and the actions that you're taking, anything that is measured can be improved upon. You could do bites into your mouth. You could do carbs. You could do calories. You could do fat. You could do whatever all the gluten, whatever all their crap is that's out there these days. Just measure it. If you measure it, you can compare to where you were and you can get better with what you're doing. So when it comes to our actions every day, as a realtor, we get very busy. We get very distracted. There's a lot of shiny objects that are out there. And if you've got that SOS, if you've got shiny object syndrome, you're always finding 2 hours goes by and you haven't accomplished anything. So the best way for you to fix that is to start tracking some type of profitable activity. Write down 3 or 4 profitable activities that work for you or that will work for you if you actually do it, and then track it. I think you'll find it'll make a big difference for you. If for some reason you're not a member with us, check out the links in the description, the video description here below. It will help you tremendously. But every single day, keep track of your numbers, and you're going to find as you get to the end of each Friday, you'll be proud of what you've accomplished, or you'll realize where the real problem is. I'm Greg Luther. We'll talk to you soon, and bye-bye for now.